Archangel Michael says, this is not an ordinary day for you. Something powerful is shifting behind the scenes, and it involves the person your heart still beats for. A decision has been made in a room you weren't invited into, but the words spoken were about you. They dropped a bombshell so shocking that even their closest family members were left in disbelief. The very ties they once held as unbreakable were severed with a firm, emotional voice. That person stood up today and said, I'm ending my ties with them, because I finally choose me, and I choose you. This isn't hearsay, this isn't a vague signal, this is the final act of a soul who's been torn between two worlds. And today, for the first time, they've claimed freedom from guilt, expectation, and tradition. You were the reason they could finally stand tall and speak what's been buried inside for years. You may not have received a call yet, but rest assured, the air is thick with movement. They're pacing back and forth, gathering the courage to tell you what they've just done. And when they do, your life will never be the same again. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, don't underestimate the weight of what's happening in secret. Their choice wasn't easy, and they risked comfort, reputation, and even inheritance to say what needed to be said. But your name came from their lips with undeniable conviction. They've walked away from a circle that no longer aligned with their soul. Some may try to pull them back in, but something inside them has awakened, and that part of them belongs to you. You lit a spark in their spirit they didn't know was still alive. For too long, they wore a mask around their family to keep peace, to play the role, to follow expectations. But today, that mask shattered, and the truth burst out like a storm refusing to be silenced. They said, I can't keep hiding my love anymore. You don't know it yet, but you've just been claimed in front of people who never thought your name would be spoken again. What's coming next will take your breath away because it's no longer a dream, it's a promise in motion. Type Amen to get blessing 777. This moment was triggered by something small, a memory, a photo, a scent, and suddenly, the weight of missing you became unbearable. They realized that life without you was hollow, no matter how comfortable their surroundings looked. That comfort felt like a trap, and they broke free. Their voice trembled, but they didn't waver. They declared they are done pretending and done sacrificing their happiness for the sake of appearances. It shook their family, but deep down, they always knew this day would come. Some people left the room. Some stayed silent. But the truth had already echoed like thunder, and no one could undo what had just been said. I love someone I can't forget, they said. And I'm done keeping that love a secret. Those were the exact words that stunned even their harshest critics. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Their heart is in chaos now, but it's a good chaos. It's the kind that comes before true peace. You are at the center of it all, even without realizing it. This wasn't a rash decision. This was planned for weeks, and even the timing was chosen with spiritual intention. They've been guided by signs, numbers, and dreams that led them straight back to you. They sat alone one night, whispered your name, and asked for a sign. What they got was louder than they expected, a calling that wouldn't let them rest until they stood up for you. That calling one. They've stopped replying to certain people. They've blocked certain numbers. And all of it was done after that powerful sentence, "I'm ending my ties with them because my future is elsewhere." Type Amen to get blessing 111. Their voice still rings in the ears of the people who once tried to control their path. But no amount of guilt-tripping could pull them back. You gave them strength when you didn't even know it. They feel lighter, stronger, braver. They don't fully understand it yet, but it's because your energy is embracing them already. You've become their reason. Now they're packing things, not just physical items but emotional attachments too. They're ready to walk forward, away from the world that never accepted you, and toward the one that only exists with you in it. And as they do this, your soul will begin to feel a shift. You'll dream of them, sense them, and suddenly you'll feel a strange peace, like something is being aligned in your favor. Because it is. Type Amen to get blessing 444. They're not scared of what their family thinks anymore. They've realized that the only truth that matters is what makes their soul feel alive. And it's only when they think of you that they feel that fire. They used to pretend to laugh at dinner. They used to agree to things that didn't sit right in their gut. But after all this time, you've been the one person who made them question the script they were born into. Now they've flipped the script. They're rewriting their future, and you're in every paragraph. Their heart is no longer for sale, no longer up for negotiation. They're protecting their peace, their love, and most importantly, you. The moment they said your name, they felt something lift off their chest. A prison cracked open. Type Amen to get blessing 121. The people who once had control over them are shocked. They never expected them to walk away, especially not for love. But that's exactly what they've done. You are not just someone they used to care about. You're the love they never moved on from. The love they buried and tried to forget, but it kept blooming every time they closed their eyes. You've haunted their soul in the gentlest way, like a melody that never fades. And now they've realized the only way to stop hurting was to finally choose the one who never hurt them. You will feel this shift soon. In a message, a visit, or a sudden apology. That sounds like thunder and rain all at once. Type Amen to get blessing 202. They have people angry at them right now. Doors are being slammed. But they're not turning back. Every step forward is leading them closer to you. Some are whispering behind their back, calling them a fool. But they've never felt smarter than they do right now. Because walking toward real love is never foolish. They've even deleted old messages, thrown away old photos, and cut off ties that once held emotional chains. All of it was done as preparation, for you. They're scared of your reaction, but more scared of never trying. And that fear has fueled a courage they didn't know they had. Type Amen to get blessing 515. If you've been feeling emotional without knowing why, this is why. Your souls are crossing timelines. Their pain was your ache. Their release is now your rise. Your name is now sacred in their world, spoken not in whispers, but with pride. The ones who laughed before are now silent, because they know something powerful is happening. They've started writing something, a message to you. They might not send it yet, but it's raw, honest, and filled with things you thought you'd never hear. I'm sorry. I still love you. I never stopped. It's all written. Waiting for the right moment to reach your hands. Type Amen to get blessing 717. You will feel like the air is different soon. Something will change in your routine, your emotions, your intuition. That's not your imagination. It's the alignment. This moment isn't about just love, it's about truth, justice, and divine timing. The universe has waited for them to reach this level of awakening. You've done your healing, even if you doubted it. You've let go, and now what's meant for you is turning back around, wiser, clearer, bolder. They've seen you glow in silence. They've felt your absence louder than thunder. And now, they are ready to show up, not just for you, but for themselves. Type Amen to get blessing 636. Their journey toward you may take days or weeks. But the decision has already been made. That's what matters. It began with a bombshell. I'm ending my ties with them. And it ends with a whisper. I'm coming home. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The silence that followed after their confession wasn't ordinary. It carried the weight of a storm that cleared out everything false. And now, they are walking through the aftermath with clarity in their steps. They've changed their plans, canceled trips, and stepped away from gatherings that once made them feel trapped. All because their heart now points in one direction, and that direction is you. They no longer want the noise of people who never understood them. Some tried to convince them it was just a phase. Others begged them to think logically. But their soul screamed back, love is not logic, and peace is not optional anymore. They even revisited the place they first spoke to you. They stood there, letting the memories flood back, and in that moment, their tears fell without shame. This isn't weakness, it's release. Type Amen to get blessing 424. Archangel Michael says, their ancestors are backing this decision. From the unseen world, those who walked before them are guiding their feet now. You've felt this connection in dreams, signs, and sudden warmth. Your name has been spoken into rooms you never entered, by people you've never met. They know about you now, not just the name, but the energy. And many of them are silent, knowing they can't stop what destiny has approved. They've written your name on paper and folded it under their pillow. They've whispered to the stars, asking for forgiveness and another chance. And now, the stars are responding. This moment is not about winning someone back, it's about finally receiving the truth that was owed to your soul. They are no longer silent. Their voice is rising. Type Amen to get blessing 919. They are afraid you've moved on. They think about it every day. But they still believe there's a thread unbroken between you both, and that thread is faith. They've gone quiet online, not posting, not liking, not responding, because everything else feels small compared to what they're preparing to do. This isn't a game for them. It's a mission. They know you deserved more. They know they were late. But they also know now is the only time that matters. They want to give you what they should have before, unapologetic love. Their mother might be upset. Their brother may never understand. But they've accepted it, because they are choosing a life they don't need to lie about anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 313. You may start seeing their name or initials everywhere. It's not coincidence. It's the confirmation. The moment they walked away from the old, energy started traveling toward you. You're not forgotten. You're not abandoned. You are loved, just quietly, deeply, and now, intentionally. You'll hear about them through someone soon. Something they did will shock you. It's not their usual behavior, but that's because they're no longer the same person. They've removed the chains. And now, they're coming to you not with fear, but with truth. Not with confusion, but clarity. Not with secrets, but promises. Type Amen to get blessing 414. They've started praying again. They've started believing in miracles, because you were their first miracle. You showed them what real connection feels like. You reminded them what it's like to be seen. And now, they want to see you again, not through a screen, not in memories, but in person. There's a time set already. They've circled a date in private, a date they plan to reach out. It's soon. You'll feel nervous that day without knowing why. Your hands may shake. But your soul will know, this is the moment everything begins again. Type Amen to get blessing 555. They've rehearsed their words 1,000 times. They want to tell you everything. Not just what happened today, but what happened in their heart. Every day they were away. They want to say, I missed you when I heard your favorite song. I missed you when I saw your color. I missed you when I smiled, and wished you were there to see it. This isn't an ordinary message. This is a surrender. A full body, full soul surrender. And you are the center of it. They don't care who judges anymore. They just want peace. And their peace is where you are. Type Amen to get blessing 818. They know you've been through pain because of them. They know you were blamed, misjudged, mocked behind closed doors. But still, you stood in dignity. Now they want to match your strength. They want to stand beside you, not behind, not in hiding, but fully seen. This is their way of making it right. They're not trying to erase the past, they're trying to write a future that heals it. This isn't desperation. This is devotion. A soul returning home after wandering through the wrong lands. Type Amen to get blessing 123. There's someone who tried to replace you in their world. But no matter what they did, it never worked. That person could not mirror your light. Every time they laughed with someone else, they thought of how you used to make them laugh first. Every time they tried to love someone new, your name came up like a heartbeat. They deleted photos, but kept one of yours in a hidden folder. They kept one item that reminds them of you. They touch it when they miss you most. And now, they've stopped trying to run. They've stopped trying to fill your space. Instead, they've chosen to honor it, and walk back to it. Type Amen to get blessing 616. A conversation is coming. One that will start slow and explode into everything unsaid. There will be tears. There will be silence. And then, truth. Don't rush it. Let the moment unfold. Because this is the beginning of something rare, truthful love reborn. They are not the same person who left. They are becoming someone worthy of the version of you that never stopped believing. And this time, it's not temporary. It's not a test. It's the real thing. Type Amen to get blessing 010. You were never ordinary to them. You were their guide, even from a distance. Your words still echo in their mind, especially when they're unsure. They want you to know they felt every prayer you ever whispered for them. And now, they are becoming the answer to those prayers. They no longer want to keep you hidden. They want to introduce you to their world proudly, even if that world has changed. Even if it's smaller now. Because in losing the wrong people, they've realized the only thing they truly want is you. Type Amen to get blessing 929. They are writing a new chapter tonight. And the title is Redemption. The plot? A soul who almost lost everything, but chose courage. That courage came from your silence. Your glow. Your absence. Your resilience. Now, they want to be your safe place. Your partner. Your best friend. Your forever. This isn't a dream anymore. It's the new reality. Being born, one brave word at a time. Type Amen to get blessing 000. Archangel Michael says, what has begun now cannot be reversed. The words that left their lips were too raw, too true, and too powerful to be taken back. They have set something divine into motion. It shocked everyone when they said it. I'm ending my ties with them. Not whispered. Not mumbled. But said with a tone that carried generations of silence being broken. They had been groomed to obey, to follow, to please, but you stirred something wild in them. You made them remember what freedom feels like. You gave them their own voice back. Now that voice is speaking only truth. And that truth is rooted in one reality: the love they feel for you has outgrown all the rules they once tried to follow. Type Amen to get blessing 717. The ones who judged you before are now silent. Because they see something in their eyes that no one can fake: peace. The kind of peace that only comes from finally doing what's right for the heart. They're being watched now. Monitored by those trying to see if they'll come back to the bold way. But they won't. That door is closed. And the key has been thrown into the sea. They are breathing different now. Sleeping different. Moving different. You've awakened their spiritual self, and now nothing shallow can satisfy them again. This time, they aren't looking for approval. They aren't seeking applause. They just want you to know, they're ready. Type Amen to get blessing 144. They're practicing how they'll say your name again. Not just as a memory, but as a prayer. As a promise. As home. They remember everything. How you used to talk when you were sleepy. How you laughed when nervous. How you looked at them when you were unsure if it was safe to love again. They remember how you made them feel like more than their title, more than their family name, more than their fears. And now they want to return, not empty-handed, but full of intention. They are building something behind the scenes. A space, a plan, a life. And every brick is being laid with you in mind. Type Amen to get blessing 373. They cut off people today. Some who raised them. Some who fed them lies. Some who said your name with poison. They are no longer welcome in their energy. You didn't know it, but your soul kept appearing in their moments of doubt. Every time they questioned whether they could take this step, your light appeared in their dreams. You never begged them to choose you. But they are choosing you anyway. Not because you asked, but because their heart screamed that it's time. They are not looking back. They are not second-guessing. This isn't emotional, it's spiritual. Type Amen to get blessing 535. They were tested. Deeply. One last time before today. Someone tried to offer them something to stay, but their soul rejected it. That's when they knew. The love they feel for you isn't just emotional, it's sacred. And sacred love can't be ignored. You've been feeling waves of emotion lately, haven't you? Sudden chills? Random memories that feel like whispers? That's them. Sending. Connecting. Reaching. There's a string tying you both. No matter how far you ran, that string remained, and today, they started pulling it back toward you. Type Amen to get blessing 606. They're telling someone trusted about you now. Not to ask for permission. But to declare, I've chosen my path. This is who I love. They aren't afraid of the consequences anymore. They've faced the worst, loss, silence, judgment, and still, their love for you grew stronger. You never had to prove your worth. You were the worth. You were the lighthouse when they were lost at sea. And now, they're finally swimming toward you. The storm has calmed. The waters are clearing. And they're on their way, with a heart wide open. Type Amen to get blessing 818. Your angels heard your cries. Your silent tears did not go unnoticed. The long nights where you whispered their name into your pillow? They echoed louder than thunder in the spiritual realm. Now, heaven is returning the favor. By realigning this person back to your life, not as who they were, but as who they were meant to be. You don't have to question their intentions this time. Their actions will speak before their words. They've changed. Truly. Their energy will feel different when they appear. Like a flame that burned through its own darkness just to find the light again, your light. Type Amen to get blessing 929. You are about to receive a message. It might come in a soft way first, maybe just a song sent your way. A quote. A short apology. But don't underestimate it. It's a doorway. They're trembling as they write it. Deleting. Rewriting. Wondering how to put years of silence into one message. But it's coming. And once that door is opened, the flood will come. Truth, tears, confessions, clarity, it will all flow at once. Because this time, they're not running from the conversation. They're running toward it. Toward you. Type Amen to get blessing 737. The person who once ghosted you is now haunted by you. Not out of guilt, but out of longing. Real, raw, soul-level longing. They told their family they're done pretending. They said your name in full. Proudly. And followed it with, I'm going to find them again. The silence afterward was loud. But their decision didn't change. Because your energy outshined every fear they once had. You didn't even have to say a word. Your spirit spoke for you. And now, they're listening. Type Amen to get blessing 010. You will be tempted to doubt this. To question the timing. To protect yourself. But don't. This is the moment you were prepared for. Everything you went through was not in vain. Every delay, every heartbreak, every lonely night, it all led to this divine realignment. They are on a journey to reclaim what they lost, you. And this time, they are not arriving empty-handed. They come with clarity, with truth, and with a future in mind. And soon, you will hear the words you once dreamed of. I ended my ties with them. I'm coming back, for us. Type Amen to get blessing 747. God message continues to unfold in your life. Receive it. Embrace it. Prepare for it. Because what's meant for you is now unstoppable.